Hi, I'm Angie Robinson. I'm a math specialist, and I'm going to talk to you guys about questioning strategies to help with higher level thinking and discourse during math instruction. Okay, so what do you think higher level questioning means? What does it look like to you?
So higher level questioning means that the student actually has to apply what they're doing to an activity, so it's more hands-on.
Okay.
They have to explain themselves.
Okay, can you give me an example of one?
Like decomposing numbers, they would construct them with base 10 blocks.
Okay. So that's one. Is that one of your thoughts of higher level thinking or questioning? Or is that what you feel is the main source? Just asking.
That would, to me, seem like the main source.
Okay. So there are many ways to promote higher level thinking with questioning strategies. Back in my day, we started with the Bloom's taxonomy. I'm sure you being a new teacher, you understand what that is and have been taught that.
Yes.
Previously, it also helps to ensure the levels of questioning. It's very simple to do our simple lower level questioning. Planning out your questions before the lesson. Having student-centered questioning to promote discourse and deepened understanding. So having students be given a task and then speak with a think, pair, share maybe, or turn and talk. And that helps to deepen their understanding by hearing other students. Giving students a wait time to analyze the question. This is something I have struggled with for years, and I'm sure that many new teachers have as well, because we want to hurry, we want the answer, we think they don't know it if we give them that wait time. So, and the last one is to promote thinking by giving students different paths to solve a problem, open-ended questioning as opposed to closed type question. So these are just a few ways to support students being challenged during questioning in the classroom. Just gave an example of Bloom's. It's an oldie but a goodie, still used to this day. You've seen that before, Miss Jennings?
Yes, I've seen that.
All right, my thing is crooked, but Bloom's taxonomy is one of the many and helpful ways to promote student questioning and higher level thinking. When asking questions using the different levels of Bloom's, you should attempt to create questions from the upper levels of the chart. This produces higher level thinking. Typically, you would plan out these types of questions. Not usually, they're very difficult sometimes to come up with an approach on your own. Our usual questioning is the lower level of the chart. So we want to create, evaluate, and analyze, which is exactly what you were saying earlier about creating and showing higher level by using concrete items. So, here's a practice for you. You are teaching long division. How can you ask the student about what the word division means and for them to give examples? How could you ask them?
Well, just yesterday I asked the question, what is the purpose of division? What are we trying to do with the total that we have?
So why? Why
Yes.
do we have that? Perfect. Good job. All right, so coming up with two questions using higher level of Bloom's to promote student achievement. One being that we could use the base 10 blocks to show the division.
Mm-hmm.
Another, if we want to go back and look, an evaluation type question maybe after they did that. Could also be another higher level. All right. So, student discourse is one of my favorites, but the classroom becomes a workshop. As learners investigate together, it becomes a mini society, a community of learners engaged in mathematical activity, discourse, and reflection. Learners must be given the opportunity to act as mathematicians by allowing, supporting, and challenging their mathematizing of particular situations. The community provides an environment in which individual mathematical ideas can be expressed and tested against other ideas. This enables learners to become clearer and more confident about what they know and understand. I like that quote because it covers so many things about why it's so important for them to do things together and learn from each other. Student discourse is to promote higher level thinking. Students can learn so much from each other. How can we ensure that our classes are being challenged and working towards knowledge in a subject matter? So, in answering that question, what do you think? How do we know if we give them a situation where they do use student discourse? How do we know that they are achieving and understanding?
First thought would be just circulation and observation. walk around the room, see what they're talking about, see how they're using whatever it is they're working with, and then move on from, are they understanding it? Do we have to go back? Can we move forward? And so on and so forth.
Okay. Another one, which I said is something I think is very difficult for any teacher, is wait time. So not all learners are able to compose a response in allotted amount of time. With being an inclusion, I have grasped that more with my SPED students, but not necessarily my gen ed kids, which they can still also need that processing time. Many children must analyze and dissect the information to compose an answer. Especially in math, and we know with our math facts and multiplication, they sometimes have to practice in their minds. And so in math, it definitely needs to be something that we give them. And how do you think you would know that a student needs wait time?
So I already give my kids wait time, especially if it's like a cognitive question I want them to think about. But I have them, like, they work the problem out in the air. So as long as they're still moving, I know that they're still working. And then I give them, like, put your hand on your head when you're done, put your finger in the air when you're done. And then I give everyone a chance to figure it out. And everyone just has to be patient after that.
I definitely think teachers can see the difference between a blank stare
Mm-hmm.
and the processing of it.
Yes. They're always trying to talk to themselves.
Yeah, and I feel like that when we do this, especially if we're in the middle of a lesson, it's so hard to truly stop and let someone answer before we jump to someone
You
else.
lose your flow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Okay. So, did I hit it?
I thought maybe not. Oh, you right clicked.
I went the wrong way. Okay. So when teachers allow for a wait time of 3 seconds or more after a question, there's generally a greater quantity and quality of student responses. So when teachers provide wait time, they find that less confident students will respond more often. Many students simply need more time than is typically given to formulate their thoughts into words. Strategies like turn and talk, think, pair, share, and round robin give students time to clarify and articulate their thinking. This was coming from a different book. I don't actually have that, but this came from my class. I don't like round robin personally.
What is it?
And for her being a new student or new teacher, it's not something she would have seen back in the day, but it was used especially in reading, that if you read, then the next person would read, and the person that was getting ready to read next was so busy worrying about what they're going to read that they're not listening to the story and comprehending it.
Okay.
So I have not used it since probably my first year or second year of teaching, but with round robin and math, it's a little different. But anyway.
Okay.
All right, so here's some open-ended questioning with using wait time. Videos to share. I'm gonna not share them on my video here, but I will share with Miss Jennings so she can watch and see some practice. And I don't, that might be it. Okay, that is it.
Yep.
All right, thank you very much.